on there, all right? And so we learned to read music too of the musical staff. Guido had a lot of lines, but we don't have a lot of lines now. How many do we have? 5. Right. Somewhere in history they figured out more than 5 was confusing, so they narrowed it down to 5. And we have a rule. I'll turn around and show your parents. While you sing the rule with me, okay? If so is on the line. He's on the line below. So, no do yet. We're teaching you how we learned, okay? So no do yet. Ready, set, sing. So me, so me, so. Go right there. Not go right there. And then we can put pitches in between the lines. If so is in a space. Ready, let's sing this. Ready, set, sing. So, me, so. Nice job, my friends. Okay, so, and that's they're really sight reading that. This is nothing I'm showing them before. I just wrote this out the other day, brought to school today. But now we have to, boys and girls, combine the rhythm with the pitches. Okay, so instead of letters, that's where the note heads come into play. They show the pitch. There it is. If so is on the line. You know what, friends? I have you way too low. Let me do that here. If so is on the line. Is on the line below. That's better. So we're going to sing this for you. All right. So boys and girls, take a look at this. All right. I wrote this out for you to sing. So. If they're ready, follow along. Go. So me. 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 And we actually sang this in first grade. It was a game. Anybody remember what it was? Anybody? Yeah, first grade? Remember the lemonade game? This is it. All right. Yeah. Okay, then we played a game called Lucy Lockett. Sing that for them. Ready, go.
Lucy Lockett lost her pocket. Kitty Fisher found it. Not a penny was there in it. Only ribbon round it.
We start playing singing games that have only so many, and that encourages them to learn those songs. The games are fun. And then we learned Lucy Lockett, a new game, and that motivation brought us to a new note. And the new note that right here, boys and girls, what note is that? La. So we discovered La. So La, are they neighbors?
So La, yes they are.
So Me, are they neighbors?
So Me, no they're not.
So we have to know the neighbors, and that's what musicians actually call it. They call them neighbors, or they're not neighbors. And boys and girls, so you're not neighbors because of this for sale sign. What pitch will that be later? Do you know? What do you think? Fa. Very good. Fa. Because Guido de Arezzo, he had Fa there. But we're not teaching Fa to them. There's a reason, I'll tell you later, why we teach this sequence. So we do Lucy Lockett. Now we got to put it on the staff. And because So and La are neighbors, So's on the line, and La's in the space because they're neighbors. But So is on the line, Me's on the line below because we're skipping over that space. So we learn that, oh, that's where La will be later, okay? So here we go, friends. Let's sing. So long. Ready? Are you tall still? Are you smiling? Thank you. Ready, set, sing.
So la la, so me, so la la, so
Very good.
so la la, so me, so la la, so me.
Nice job. Okay, so we learn these little songs. We look at their rhythm, their beat, and their pitch, and take them apart, put them back together. Did it with a lot of songs, and then eventually we played a game called Pickle Octo. Let's sing Pickle Octo. Ready, go.
Pickle Octo, blue Octo, fishes in the sea. If you need a partner, please choose me.
Okay, now we got another pitch. Okay, we figure out what that throughout it that it's do. And do is very important. So when he moves down to the street, does he have a house? What's he have? He has a castle, and I believe there's a swimming pool behind there. Because do has a castle, and it turns out to be very important do to us. And if you're a musician, you know about keys. So the children are taught how the do can move around. If the do goes higher, everybody goes higher, and if the do goes lower, everybody goes lower. That's what keys are. But we don't discuss it in that terms. We discuss it as just the do is moving. So everything shifts. That's called movable do. And so, boys and girls, when we put do onto the staff, I'll show your parents. Now you get to sing the do, okay? Here it is, ready? If so is in a space,
Mi is in the space below, the do is in the space below that.
Okay, we call them the three amigos, they copy each other. So if do moves, the others move with them, they copy each other. It's like three good friends going to the mall and buying the same shirt, okay? All right, so here we go, so, so, me, echo, everybody. Ready and sing.
So, so, me, so, me, so, so, no, so. So, so, me, so, me, so, me, do.
Nice job. And then we played a game called Mousy. Ready, go.
Mousy, mousy, little mousy, hurry, hurry to, for the kitty in the housey will be chasing you.
Good, sing the notes for that.
So, so,
Ready, go, sing.
so, so, me, so.
Wait, I heard so, so, me, la. That was in tune, that was very nice. Is there a la in this song? No. Mousy, mousy. Sing the bitches for me. Here you go.
So, so, me, do, so, so, me,
There you go.
so, me, do, do, do. So, so, me, do, so, so, me, do, so, do.
Nice job, okay? And I encourage the children to make mistakes. It's okay, this is real music, it's not a CD, it's live. And somebody went up to law, and this song doesn't have law, but you know what I liked about that? They sang the law on tune. That's what we want them to do, and that's why Guido de Arezzo came up with that idea. They can name your pitch, your brain assimilates that, and their brain, their synapses are all firing and developing, because that's the spatial relationship in music that helps the developing mind. And in that song, we got a new concept called the crooked TT, because there's two different pitches on it. And then finally, that led us down the road to a really low do. And I'm not going to really lower it by audibly right now, but I take it down to this do right here. And there's our do clef showing us that that's the do. And rather than sing the song for them, they had to sing it for themselves. Okay? We went little by little, made them analyze the rhythm, put the words to the rhythm, and then go back and put the pitches to the rhythm, and then finally put the words to the pitch. Right? Now a singer in a studio would walk right up and sing that perfectly the first time whole. Right? But we took it apart and we put it back together, and then they taught themselves the song, and we've practiced it more since then. So let's sing, say it tall, everybody. We're almost finished with this, our last one. Ready, here we go, sing.
Chain, chain, daisy chain, all the pretty flowers, one for you and one for me and one for Jenny Bowers.
Sing the notes. Ready, sing, go.
So me, do, do, do.
Keep going.
So me, la, so me. So me, do, 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 do. So me, do, do.
Nice job, okay? Now, this song turns out is a round, right? Let's do it as a round. This side, right here, this side goes first. Chain, ready, says sing.
Chain, 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 all the pretty flowers, one for you and one for me and one for Jenny
follow my hand signs. And this is where I ask him to mindfully listen. So if you hear the pitch of your head going up, know which name you're going to give it, right? And if you hear it going down, which name of the pitch is that? Because we all hear music, right? We all can hear up or down. But what is it that we're listening to? So that's what we're developing here. All right, ready? Song, go. You start. Ready, set, sing, go.
So me, so me, so me, so me, so me,
Right? Can you do it a little louder for me? A little more energy. Ready? I don't care. Do I care about mistakes?
No.
No. Ready, set, sing, go.
So me, so me,
Right. That's my mistake, huh?
Yeah.
Did I just pull my hand away from you? Ready? See, I made a mistake. Ready, start again, go.
So me,
There you go. Nice. Okay. That's really not an easy thing. I tell you, boys and girls, you did well with that. Usually the school year is just about 3 weeks or longer, and we nailed that. Would you stand up, step up on the step with your smiles? I'm checking them right there. There's the first one I see right there. Thank you. Toes on the edge. Stand like a telephone pole. Sound like a singer. Telephone pole. Singer. Strong man. Singer, please. Thinker. Singer. Okay. Singer, telephone pole again. This is what I'm trying to avoid. See, right? Singer. Be a little bit apart, a little relaxed. Don't want anybody fainting. Okay, so we have some songs for you. That concludes our academic portion of our class. So, boys and girls, big movie we saw, The Sound of
Music.
Yeah, well, we didn't see the whole thing. That's up to you over this summer. But we did watch them sing a song called Do, Re, Mi. So we're going to do that. Remember, we all sing together, and then we go into 2 parts, right?
Yes.
And then you guys take over the notes, and you guys got the words. Okay, here we go. This thing's not cooperating. There we go. Okay, ready? Smiles on. Here we go. okay? But you just take one foot and shake it out a little bit, shake the other one out, okay? Smiles on. So this song, ladies and gentlemen, is called Here Blue. Sing it one time for me, go. And those two pitches they're singing are so and me. And that's where we start to learn to read music, is it's so and me, and it's for a reason. You might recall in Sound of Music, Maria says, let's start at the very beginning. Very fine place to start. When you read, you begin with ABC. When you sing, you begin with
Do, re,
re, mi. But we don't start with do, re, mi. We start with so, mi, because everybody does that as children. Sing Here Blue again, go. It's called chanting, right? Or na, 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 na. That's why we start where we do, okay? So here we go. Here Blue is the song, arranged by Mark Williams. And I'm going to stand up. Ready, go. Thank you for not laughing. That was really that was a bona fide two-part song where they were independent of each other. Nice job. And then there was a round in the middle of it. Another great way to sing the two parts. Okay, let's continue with another two-part song. This one has the ostinato, boys and girls. The ostinato is that pattern that repeats over and over again. And so, audience, I want you to listen carefully because you'll hear the left side do a pattern, and then the right side gets a pattern. But what's interesting is the do shifts. Like that. The whole song shifts, and then when it go back to this side, it shifts back. All right, so if you are mindfully listening, you'll hear that shift, okay? So here we go. This mindful stance. Okay, here we go. We're ready, here we go. Good job, friends. You guys look scared. Are you scared? Just smile. Give me a smile. Yeah, it really helps our singing, especially in weather like this. It's a little bit humid, and musicians in humidity do not get along, especially singers, because it pulls us down. Yeah. So we want to say, ready? A smile helps us do that. Now we have another two-part song that we actually learned way back in kindergarten. Raise your hand if I knew you in kindergarten. Excellent. And then in first grade, we did a quick review of it. Raise your hand if you knew me in first grade. Anybody? Yeah? Okay. All right. And then second grade, we sing this song in two parts using partner melodies. There's an A melody and a B melody, and in the end, we put the two together. This side over here, right, you're going to go A, B, B, right? And you guys are going to go A, B, A. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Okay, here we go. Put your hands at your sides. Make a telephone pole for me. Make your fingers shake, please. Here we go. Boys and girls, okay. We have another song very similar to this. Another one we learned in kindergarten, did in first grade. And now we're going to do it two parts where there's an A and a B, and then we go together with A and B on top of each other. Here it comes. I know your mom's going to recognize this one. One was for Mom. I know how much she loves it. So belated Happy Mother's Day to all our moms. And happy special treat day for you, because you just sang that to her again. Yeah, whatever that special treat might be later. All right, so boys and girls, so we have a special song for grandpas and grandmas and all our ancestors in second grade, boys and girls. You studied your ancestry, you learned a lot, I hope you did, and your parents probably learned too. And so this is a song that's perfect for our ancestors because it's about a guy who came to a land, came to an area, and had no modern conveniences of any kind. Our ancestors, they worked really hard. So this is his story, how hard he worked, okay? Ready? Put your toes on the edge. Telephone pole one more time, please. Singer again. All right, show me your left arm. Yep, there it is, okay. I have Mrs. Hand, she's holding you a little cheat sheet in case you need it. Yeah. Check this, watch this. Hold on, my friend. That's humidity. Okay, here we go. I start. keep giving them applause, please. Boys and girls, yeah. Your parents are thinking that. They're not quite there yet, most of them, but they're thinking, yeah, called my son, my work's done. They're almost there, yeah. I'm almost there too. Now, I should tell your mothers though, a little apology. You know, we sang Mother I Love You and then we said Run for Your Life. I did offer them to say love of my life. But no, they said yes, I did. Sorry. Now, can I see your smiles again like that one right there? I love that right there. Friends, it has been a wonderful year again with you, singing music, and next year in 3rd grade we continue. We add the next pitch in the sequence. And T and Fa come way later because when you're that brings the half steps. If you're a musician, you know this. And so when you're learning to sight read and hear music using solfege, half steps make it a little cloudy. So right now we have do, mi, so, and la. Next year we'll add re. And we end up with something called the pentatonic scale. Do, re, mi, so, la. And then a high do up there, and then a low la. We stay with those pitches. And then the half steps come way later. Boys and girls, I do want to take a moment to also tell you that during the summertime, I hope you have the time to do what you really love to do. I know some of you will go on vacation and do things, and your parents will find things for you to do. And so I want to let parents know, in Laguna Niguel, I do work, I don't run it, I work at a music camp. If you're interested in knowing about it, it's in July, 1 week. Nearby. I can give you some information. I get to be the movement teacher. There's 4 teachers. I'm the movement guy, and it runs from age. It runs 5 and up, and they break the kids off by age. It's a lot of fun. It's a wonderful opportunity. It's only half day each day. Okay, now I'm going to say one last goodbye. Are you ready? Let me see if I can work in all 5 bar pitches. So watch.
Where?
You want to sit with me?
Goodbye, boys and girls.
Trisha, but later.
So la, so mi, do.
So la, so mi, do.
Nice job. One more round of applause, please. I thank the teachers for flexibility. I was not here with them last week, and I had the best sub in the world work with you. And I went to see, remember where I went? Where did I go? Where? Boston. I went to Boston to see my own son graduate from college, and he plays cello and majored in music. And he started right here in Capstone Unified playing cello in the 4th grade, block music. We still have block music, and your children too will eventually get there very soon and have the opportunity to play instruments, get music twice a week, paid for by the district. And so which brings me to my last point before you say goodbye, and that is this. Please remember that the primary music, K, 1, 2, and 3, is funded through your foundation and your PTA. Can we give them a big round of applause? Okay, and on that, boys and girls, so everybody stay put so the children can get out easily, and then give them a good wave as they walk by, and pat on the back if you can, but try to stay put. Ready, boys and girls, on this side, look that way. This side, look that way, Mr. Olsen's